In 1888, Kaiser Wilhelm became the Emperor of Germany and the King of Prussia, and he wanted to expand Germany's influence across the globe, and this meant expand its navy. He also wanted to challenge British and French influence as well. In the 1890s, Germany is slowly building up its navy. However, it doesn't really ramp up till 1898 with the first naval law. And this proposes that Germany builds 19 new battleships. And then there's another naval law in 1900, which doubles the amount of size battleships that Germany is going to build to 38. And there's other increases throughout the 1900s. However, this wouldn't have been possible without this man here, Alfred Tribitz, who was a good friend of Kaiser Wilhelm and dreamed of defeating the Royal Navy and challenging the Royal Navy at sea. Even though German Navy expenditure was increasing each year, the Navy had massive issues. They didn't invest in the infrastructure enough and also didn't invest in skills enough. And on top of that, they didn't have enough submarines or cruisers. However, of course, once the First World War starts, more and more submarines are being built because they realise how good they are against Allied shipping. Tribitz believed that the German Navy only had to be around 60% the size of the Royal Navy, and this is because the Royal Navy would be all over the globe, where Germany's Navy is just in the North Sea and the Baltic. And on top of that, a big issue for the German Navy is, in the long run, they just couldn't beat Britain when it came to building ships and financing ships. The Germans were borrowing a lot of money to build these ships, and then in 1912 we also got the army asking money from the Reichstag for the first time ever to basically combat the Russian threat. So the Germany just basically ran out of money and couldn't produce ships as quickly and as good as Britain's in basically before the First World War.